And this video will focus on the user management part of organizational settings. So simply press the organization and then settings, and then navigate down to user management. So this is a big update that makes it easier to keep track of your organization and see which users have access to the platform, information about them, and what their role is. And we'll go through all of that right now. So when you go to user management, the first page that you see is users. So you can see all the users that you have in the platform, their name, their email, what role they have, we'll get to that very soon, when they were last seen, so you can see when they logged in the last time, and their status. And the status is simply regarding whether they've logged in and accepted the invitation that you sent to them. So here we see that Anna has signed up, meaning that she has received a link to get access to the platform, click the link and set up her profile. But you can see here that Demo, that organization, has not done that. So we sent out an invitation for them to join the platform, but they have not set up their account yet. So it's very nice to be able to see if you invite users to the platform, if they've actually accepted the invitation that you sent to them. So you can, of course, search for users. You can either search for name or email, and you can get information about them. And of course, you can edit and you can delete. So if you go to edit, we get to this page, and this is sort of a page where you can, as a company admin, that is, set up a few things. You can update name, email. Maybe you misspelled the email, and that's why the reason why they haven't actually been able to sign up, because you misspelled it or something like that. So you can update it. You set the roles. We'll get to that very soon, but we have 4 different roles that you can assign to a user. We can also set custom permissions, and we can send a password reset link. So if they've forgotten the password or so on, you can help them out by pressing this one. And then we'll get an email with information about how to set up a new password. So that's great. And from this page, we can, of course, also invite new users. And all we have to do is add the name, the email, and then we decide which role that they have. And as you can see, we have 4 different roles. So it's hiring manager, it's team member, recruitment lead, and company admin. And it's only certain roles that can do certain things. And to know how our user groups looks like, we go to user groups. So from this page, you can get an overview of the different things that we have, the features we have available in the platform. And each column here represents one of those roles. So you have the hiring manager, the team member, recruitment lead, and company admin. And then you can see whether they have that feature available for them, for example. And you can update this to make it suit your organization. So maybe you want, these are default ones that we've set up, but you can, of course, change them if you have different needs in your organizations. But you have these 4 different roles that you can play around with. And as you can see, it's quite granular. So you can go down to quite a small level. So it's access to all projects. You can see that only company admins have access to all projects. That means that even recruitment leads, they will only see the projects that they've created or that they've been assigned to. And that makes it very good for GDPR reasons, for instance. We have salary and anonymized projects, permissions, and then you can go to product page and see what type of permissions you have available to them. And you can, of course, reset all permissions. Then they will go back to the default organization. And then if we go back to this page, as I mentioned earlier, we could also change certain permissions. So let's see here, we have Anna. She's a hiring manager. And if we go to edit, so that means that she has a limited access to the platform. And therefore, we can change that to update it to a better role that suits their needs. But we can also set up custom permission. So you can see now that we have hiring manager here. Maybe it was like, we want Anna to be able to do something. Let's see, maybe she should be able to, toggle anonymization. So she can decide to see anonymized data or not see anonymized data. Otherwise, it's decided upon the person that's the company admin to decide if it's an anonymized data or not. We can do that and we can save. And what we will see now, if we go back, is that Anna actually has a plus sign here. And that is the sign that she has hiring manager status, but she has some special privilege, meaning that she has access, in this case, to be able to toggle anonymization. And we can go in and see that, and you see it. That's the same logo. So you can actually toggle that one off. And then if we go back, oh, I forgot to save. You always need to save. Go there, and then you save. And if you go back, then you see that she's back to being a normal hiring manager. So this is, I mean, a big update that makes it so much easier for you to navigate the platform. We've tried to use logics as to how these roles are assigned and what features they have, but of course, have a look to make sure it fits your organizational need. It's very easy to update. Simply do that, and yeah, now all team members also have access to all projects. But in this case, we're not going to change it. But yeah, this makes it easier for you to be able to invite a lot of users and also keep track of what features they have available.